Hello everybody, welcome to my second tutorial. In this tutorial I thought I would show you all a couple of different things. First, how to ply from a center pole ball, and also how to continue your plying if you break your single, or if your bobbins, your two or three bobbins are uneven and you want to be able to continue on plying on the same bobbin, how you can add in that fiber. So I have my center pole ball here. Okay, one tip: always have your thumb or finger, it's most comfortable for me, my thumb, and usually is the easiest one for most people. Have it through and set a time during the day or night when you can sit down and complete it, because you don't want to remove your finger from the center pole, or else you're going to end up with a tangled mess that you can't unravel and your handspun will be destroyed. So I have only one of my plies of the single right here, and I'm trying to match with the same color that I'm already working on plying right now, and that's gray. So I'm going to take that. I still have a little bit, I left a little bit of extra of this bobbin here that I wound up into a center pole. Okay, I have it right here. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm also going to grab the ply of the remainder that I have sitting on my bobbin on the floor, because I do have just a little bit left in there, and I left enough to be able to ply in both ends of my center pole. But right now I'm only going to concentrate on one portion of it. And what I'm going to do, this is where it comes in handy for you to be able to start and stop your wheel without having to use your hands. So I'm going to put this, and try to show you on the camera. So I have my two plies, and I'm going to put my third one right in between these two plies, and I'm going to pinch them right there, okay, right between the two of them. And I'm going to work on plying it, and when I ply this, I'm going to add a lot of extra twist right here on this ply. And I'm going to go for just a little bit to get it well stabilized. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go until I pretty much run out of it on my other bobbin. I'm going to apply just as normal. I'm just letting it pull freely from the center. Also keeping an eye of how much fiber I have. Oh, here I made a mistake. I made a little piggy tail. So I'm just going to undo my ply and let my ply run back through once I pull that little piggy tail out. But this really is where it becomes handy to be able to start and stop your wheel without any hands. There's other reasons too, other times that becomes handy, but this is just the most common one that I've come across. Some art yarns and so forth will require you. Also, if you're Navajo plying, it comes in handy to be able to start and stop your wheel with no issues. Okay, so I'm starting to get towards the bottom of my ply on here, so I'm going to pull out just a little bit of it, about a couple feet or so, and I'm just going to break it off. And I'm going to just kind of let that rest on top of my leg. And then I'm going to take from the outside here of my center pole ball, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to just put it right in the center of my two plies. Try to not have anything sticking out. And I'm going to add a lot of extra twist in there. To really secure it into place. And I'm going to go for just a little bit until that third ply runs out. And then I'm going to continue to ply. And there I have now joined a new single, basically, on the same bobbin. I like to do this so that I don't have multiple bobbins and multiple skeins for one hand spun. It just makes it a lot easier to manage and count my yardage. And to pull from a center pole ball, you see how I'm holding with my two fingers the center and the outside ply separate, and I'm still plying the same as I showed in my previous tutorial. I let my other hand run back, and I kind of do just a twisting motion to bring that outside ply out, and the center will come out on its own when you do that. I'm more of working the outside than the center. And I'm going to continue to do this until I come to the very end of the center pole, and I'm finished with the plying. And of course you'll end where in the very, very center of this, and you can just cut that end fold that you'll have. And that is how, I'll try to leave my hand up front here so you can see for a moment what I'm kind of doing. You see, I always have my center finger, or I always have one or two fingers keeping those two plies separated. And see, I just kind of twist my hand around. And the center just kind of comes out on its own. Just the most important thing is don't let go of the center of your ball. Especially if you're spinning fine weight yarn, you're going to end up with a huge tangle mess, and you'll be completely disheartened at all the hard work that you went through to spin your single, and it's destroyed. You won't be able to get it untangled. Believe me, I'm speaking from personal experience. I made the mistake myself, and I really wish I hadn't. So I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial, and let me know in the comments below what you all would like to see next. Happy spinning!